Damn, how I wanted my first content creation video to be about crypto or about me reacting to my daughter's Disney videos, but it's not. It's about MAGA politics, race wars, and getting back to your true self. See, I am a content creator by nature. I started off blogging several years ago when I was a nutrition educator, but now I'm a military veteran turned software engineer. So that's what I do all day. I'm a software engineer, but over the last several weeks, I've been coming to realize that I need to do way more than just sit back and be depressed about the political state that this country's in. So this video is not about race baiting or, inciting more hatred or division or anything like that. It's about, a true introspection, a deep dive into your inner feelings to kind of get back on your feet and just stop worrying about the division, the propaganda machine, the news, and everything just, separating the country more and more. See, I'm a veteran, been to Iraq 2 times, and on social media, most of my friends are my veterans. I would say about 90%, well, not anymore, but maybe about a little over 75% of my social media buddies are people I served with, and over the last several years, it's been tough, if you go back 10 years, we're talking about either George Floyd, the riots that came from that. We got the border situation happening now. The border crisis has been an issue over the last, I would say, 10 years. Now, before you say, oh, Obama started this or Bush started it, no, it's not a blame game. But lately, the border situation has been a whole lot worse, and it has affected me personally. Being married to Central American woman, Guatemalan, and, I'm basically married to all her family. So every time I watch the news, it's another brown family being broken up or some construction site being raided, right? If stuff like that makes you happy, then I think you need to question yourself, and you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself why stuff like that makes you happy, because they're here illegally and all that other stuff. Well, if little Carlos, 22-year-old on a construction site, is here undocumented, why does that bother you? Leave him the fuck alone. He's not bothering you. Oh, he's sending all the money back to his homeland, to his country. Well, where do we send our money? We send our money to where? Keno, the lottery, liquor stores, right? Nobody asks you. Nobody gives a shit. So why do we care where they send their money? But again, this video is not about inciting more hate, more division. It's about asking yourself, come on, are there better things we could do with our energy, our emotions? This is the question I had to ask myself. And this is why I'm making this video. It's not about what others are doing. It's about what we're doing. And I've spent the last several months really, in the dumps, just worrying about all this stuff, just worrying about all the hatred, all the perceived racism on my own social media. The buddies that I served with in Iraq, posting stuff about Trump, getting all excited about, those raids, if something like that makes you happy, then you need to get a life, bro. If you love Trump so much and you want to share stuff about him, why aren't you sharing stuff about the great things he's doing to the economy, the great bills he's passing to improve healthcare, et cetera, right? So I needed to look in the mirror myself, needed to look in the mirror and say, what else can I be doing with my time, my energy, my emotions? And that's why I kind of, dusted off this channel, dusted off my social media, and the things I could be doing instead of worrying or instead of, replying to people's comments and getting into these, bitter wars, feuds. I'm going to spend that time creating. I'm going to spend that time improving my house, right? There's a lot of things you could do. Start creating, get back to your old self. If there's something you're good at, get back to it. Dust off those books. Keep working on that deck that has been, under construction at your house for over 10 years, do something, be better. And again, that goes to me. And, and hopefully this reaches out to somebody that really needs to do something else other than worry and just, spread fear or hate out there. So be better, start creating, start doing, start learning, do something else. Spend that energy somewhere else that's more positive. This is Juan from Juan's Content Lab. Thanks.